Hello, this is Steve David Kozik, Chief Spiritual Officer for the Lovemakers Foundation, a hybrid 501c3 charity, which is a spiritual organization designed to bring love to the world. And just as importantly, to bring love to each and every individual, to help enhance your lives and to enhance the lives here on the planet. Today, I have a very exciting love message. How to manifest through love. Last week we talked about the self-realization of the power of love. This week we're going to talk about exactly how to manifest anything you want in the world. But it's not 100% guaranteed. But even if what happens doesn't happen, but it should, you're going to have a spiritual realization that's going to put you on cloud nine. Because when you look at the spiritual power of love and knowing that love is the way, it's going to give you the confidence to make things manifest in your life with material results. I've proved it in my own life. For example, I have always lived in love because that's always been my priority. And I've always been financially well off, just thankful for each and every moment of my life. But the key is I feel one with all that is because I use love to manifest. And after this brief love message, you're going to use love too. Now, being here in Las Vegas, you're going to hear some jet airplanes. Don't worry about it. The power of love is going to power through the noise. So let's get to it. The manifestation secret is really found in the New Testament. Jesus says in Matthew 7:7-8, ask. And what does ask stand for? The A is ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be opened. That's the fundamental structure of using love, because you have to love yourself to make it happen. You have to have faith and belief in yourself. So what are the steps? Number one, figure out what it is you want. Having done so much coaching over my career, both spiritual coaching, business coaching, life coaching, what I find is people don't actually know what they want. A lot of times when they come to me, they have a problem. So you're there to solve the problem, and then it seems like the coaching is because they get what they want. One guy went from $150,000 a year to $1 million a year job. Another person became a great leader in a company. Somebody found a great relationship. But what happens is the coaching seems to stop there. But here's the key. When you have a problem, you know what you want, but don't wait for a problem. Here comes a big jet right over me, but don't wait for a problem. Figure out exactly what it is you want to enhance your life. And you can do it one at a time, but figure out what it is you want. Number two, and again, this technique integrates Jesus' 7 I am statements, and it also integrates really prayer and visualization. Because the next step is you say to yourself, I am absolute love, and I recognize and realize my highest self, or I recognize and realize God, or I recognize and realize infinite intelligence. So you're going to say, I am absolute love, which in my opinion equals God anyway. But then you go on to say, I recognize and realize my highest self. I recognize and realize God, or whatever you want to say. Okay? Now, once you've said that, you make a declaration. The declaration, and I'm going to give you one right now. I declare this moment that I am financially abundant beyond my wildest dreams. And I'm using money because that's a common thing people want to do and get. And I've been able to do some manifestation at that level. But really what I've manifested is bringing the Christ into my heart and into love. And that's where my life is. I have a lot of love. But for the purposes of this particular video, we're going to use money. So the step 2 is declaration. I declare that I am financially abundant and money flows freely to me at all times. So there's the declaration. Now, the next step is I'm going to visualize that declaration. And now you can see that when I declared the abundance, that I was confident. I acted as if I already had it because it's there. I did it with 100% belief. Now, I'm visualizing it, what it looks like for me to be financially abundant. I can see a lot of money in my bank account now, a specific amount, which I'm not going to reveal. I can see it now. I can feel it. My wife is happy. I can taste it. Now you want to when you visualize it, you want to use all your senses, and it makes you how it makes you feel. It makes me happy, right? Who wouldn't be happy? So you're using visualization, and you're applying 100% belief. And again, I'm not surprised. You act as if, but you apply the belief, you apply the emotion, and all your senses. You're seeing it, you're feeling it, you're hearing it. You're maybe even tasting and smelling it. It's that it's that vivid visualization. Now what happens? You redeclare it. I declare this moment, and you declare it now while you're visualizing. I declare this moment that I am financially abundant and money flows freely to me at all hours of the day. So now I visualize it again. I even feel better now because I said the second declaration, the redeclaration, while I'm visualizing. Okay, the next thing you do is you release it as truth in the universe. I release my declaration of financial abundance into the universe now because we're in the present. And then finally, you give thanks. Dear God, I thank you. And I thank you. I thank you. And then you close out, so it is so, amen. And that's it. So very simple. It's very simple. You have several steps. Number 1, you find out what it is you want. Number 2, you use the I am, and then recognize and realize your highest self, God or infinite intelligence, whatever your highest self would be. You then make a declaration. You then visualize vividly with 100% belief and emotion and clarity. And then you redeclare while that visualization's there. You then release that information into the universe as absolute truth, and then you give thanks and close out. That's it. It's that simple. So, dear God, this moment, we thank you for the knowledge, the feeling, and the absolute certainty that love is the way, that love will enhance our lives when we know what we want. Because God's power, love's absolute power, is our power now. We thank you. We are love. So it is so, amen. Very simple, very straightforward. In spirituality, it's not just getting things in this dimension. As I said, when you start using this system of manifestation, you're going to achieve something even greater than the material object or relationship or whatever it is you want, and you achieve that. I want you to know that it's the spiritual power of love that's behind it, and that in the end, it's all just about love. So go in peace. Check out our website, lovemakersfoundation.com. Check out and try and get people on our video here at YouTube. But in the end, it's just about love. And remember, love is the way.